Hey everybody, looks like it's just me again. This is episode 10 of Big Brother Canada, season 7. Let's just have a little chat, kids. Last time Chelsea and Kira were on the block. That was Dane's nominations. I think those were some pretty solid nominations. That was very strategic. I think he did a good job with those. Guess what? Kira has feelings for Chelsea. I'm so sick about hearing about Kira's feelings for Chelsea. Alright. Dane tried to turn me against you. That's true. Dane told Kira that Chelsea was saying their name, and there were these alliances that she was working on, which didn't even happen, honestly, and I think they were more due to Adam than to her. So they did try to start a girls' alliance, and they are in somewhat of a girls' alliance. So he's not 100% wrong, but he's wrong about the alliance of 6 and 7. So Chelsea goes and talks to Dane. She's like, I think you're framing me. You're not, you're playing me, and it's making me look really bad. So she cries to him. He's like, yeah, whatever. And she's upset. He's not wavering, though. He wants her out. So she goes and talks to Chelsea. Nope, she is Chelsea. She goes to talk to Sam and Adam. And Kira joins in. They, not meaning Kira, they meaning collectively with Chelsea, kind of call Adam out for playing both sides. And he's denying it hardcore. So Kira comes up with a little test for Adam. And I think they basically made up a little bit of a half-truth, and Adam went and failed the test because he ran right to Dane, and Kira caught him red-handed in the act of talking to Dane right afterwards. Ruh-roh. Wake up, ladies. When are you I feel like I'm that person in the movie theater at a horror movie, like, get out of there, get out of there. He's coming, come on. It's killing me. It's painful. Alright, well, let's have some fun. Eddie and Damien are somewhat of an unlikely duo. I don't think they're actually working together, but they are friends in the house, and I like to see the two of them chat. Eddie really wants to work out. He works out a lot outside of the house, but he's pretending to be weak. And I think he's actually probably getting a little weak from not working out, but I really like the two of them together. I wish they would have worked together. Alright. You know, I'm very disappointed. There's a few people that I'm disappointed with this season. I thought Damien was going to be a powerhouse. I thought Eddie was going to be a powerhouse and a great social player. I thought Mark was going to be not like he is. Those are probably my 3 biggest disappointments in the house. Oh boy. Alright, so Chelsea, Sam, and Adam are talking. And Chelsea, girl, why are you telling Adam that you still trust him? Because I don't think you were playing him. I think you actually still trust him. Which is so freaking sad. I mean, how many times do you have to be smacked in the face with the evidence and you just will not see the light? Ugh. Ugh. So Kira comes creeping around. That busts up that conversation. Kira is trying to talk some sense to these ladies, and they are just not having it. I could see possibly like Sam, because she is in a showmance with Adam, but Chelsea is not in a showmance or anything. She really needs to wake up. Speaking of showmances or lack of showmances, Kiki and Mark have some awkward kind of thing going on. I wouldn't call it a showmance because if you watch the feeds, you would know that Kiki is definitely not into Mark. And watch today's spoiler. You'll see what I mean. But it, I don't even know what to say about the two of them because it's just so awkward and so weird and not happening. But the show kind of played it up like, oh, maybe they could be in a showmance? No. So the POV players this week are Chelsea and Kira, of course. Dane does not get to play because of the new rules. And then Mark, Sam, and Corey were drawn. Alright, Dane and Chelsea have a pre-veto chat, pre-veto comp chat. Who you thinking of putting up if I win the veto, says Chelsea to Dane. And Dane, that's like Dane's worst case scenario there. Or actually his worst case scenario would be if Sam were to win the veto and use it. And then he couldn't put up Sam. Because in as much as he said that he was going to keep Sam safe after the HOH comp, his word means do-do. He's not going to do it. So if one of them wins the veto and takes themselves down, he's going to put up Sam. So he didn't show his cards. He said, you know what? Just win it first and then we'll talk. So the veto competition is Comp-Beast Hall of Fame. Yeah. I love the Canadian competitions on the show, the challenges. They're so much fun. So this one had like an Olympic theme, Olympic like decathlon type theme. It was a head-to-head knockout. It was an obstacle course and you had to do 3 laps of the same thing. So basically it was put on the heavy metal, go across the balance beam, run around the track. I think there was also like a little wall thing that you had to climb to, and then you had to throw your rings on the ring toss thing. It was good. I liked it. So Kira was drawn to be able to choose who she wanted to go up against first. So she chose Mark, and this was ridiculous. Kira was basically stuck on the first obstacle, which was the balance beam, on the first lap for the entire time. Mark did the entire competition, not even that fast, and she never made it past the balance beam. That must have been like one of the worst moments of her life, I'm sure, because that is so embarrassing, and I'm not even going to say anything about it. I don't even know how I feel about him helping her finish the balance beam. I'm a little torn. I could go either way on that one because while it's like, yeah, let me help you, it was a nice gesture that, that he didn't celebrate and like smoke her. But then again, it's like, oh, I have to help you. So I could go either way on that. But if she was okay with it, I'm okay with it. So then Chelsea was up next, and she chose Mark again. And this was a really close finish. Chelsea made up a lot of time because she was lagging a little bit. But Mark won in the end. What are you going to do? So I guess he was really trying, because that would have been a very bad thing for his side of the house if Chelsea had won. So then it was Corey's turn, and she chose Sam. And Corey pretty much, they didn't really show too much of that. Corey won, I guess, because nobody cares really unless it is Chelsea or Kira winning. So then it came down to Corey versus Mark. And he is actually trying this time because he doesn't know where her head is at. But you know what? She is really totally fit, and she smoked him. She is a comp beast. She works out every day. She's strong, so she beat him. And Sam is pretty happy because she knows, she had a feeling that if somebody was gonna win the veto and use it, then she'd really be in trouble. And she's right, she's not wrong. And Chelsea and Kira are pretty bummed out. Didn't you see Kira push the swing shower door? That was rough. Alright, so everybody's all bummed out. And Corey and Damien, no, I'm not shipping them. Corey and Damien, they're kind of working together. I mean, they're kind of like the misfit non-alliance. I would add Eddie to that as well. Corey's not sure what to do with the veto, but probably nothing would be the best thing to do with the veto, especially since you don't want to paint a target on your own back. So, and she's done a pretty good job of flying under the radar so far after coming in the house with such a big target on her back because she came in a week late. So Chelsea tells Sam and Adam that she underestimated Dane. I think you're correct. That is very true. Did I happen to mention that Kira has a crush on Chelsea? She tells Corey, I have a crush on Chelsea and I want her to stay in the house because I'm pretty much up against my best friend in the house. So if you would use the veto on me, that would be really cool because maybe then there would be a chance for both of us to stay. And then Chelsea campaigns to Corey and says, I feel like I'm being played. You know what? Chelsea's not the greatest campaign person in the house or ever. It's terrible. It's bad. Alright, so it's time for the POV ceremony. My parents said I must go to the ceremony and speak. Kira, tell us why you should have the veto used on you. Because I'm next to an amazing person. I didn't really get her speech, but it was slightly cryptic, but okay. So Chelsea was up next, and this was probably the stupidest thing that she could have possibly done. She said, I'm loyal to Kira, the person I'm sitting next to, and my target is Dane. Ah! Why would you do that? Oh, yet another little mistake. Alright, so Corey does not use the veto. And that puts us at the double eviction tomorrow. Check out the spoilers, guys. I'm really messing them up. So tonight might be the house meeting, and we will definitely be talking about it in tomorrow's spoiler if it does or doesn't happen. So make sure you check that out. Like I said, tomorrow's the double. The show will be power-packed. They will just have to glaze over everything, but at least we'll get rid of 2 people tomorrow, and that should be super exciting. I hope it's somebody that we will shake the game up with going. I mean, honestly, it's getting a little bit boring right now because one side is just dominating, and it's not fun. We need some blood veto. Give us the blood veto, Canada. So let me know what you think in the comments, and until tomorrow, much love.